Willy's Wonderland was a cult horror movie from 2021. It was kind of coming out in an age where things were slow, the pandemic was going on, not a lot was actually occurring in the world of movies. So it was cool to get a new horror movie from Nicolas Cage, especially one that was violent, kind of FNAF type fit, and just an enjoyable piece of escapism. I really loved the hell out of that Willy's Wonderland movie. I've been clamoring for a sequel ever since. But that's the thing, aside from a few small updates, we really haven't seen anything new in terms of Willy Wonderland. That's a damn shame, because this is something that I think could easily be a franchise. Now, I don't mean necessarily Nicolas Cage coming back. I kind of doubt that he'd ever come back for a Willy's Wonderland sequel, but I think that this concept and this set of animatronics just lends itself well to kind of world building, a sequel, or just some kind of larger plan overall. They're even expanding into a game, it seems. They have a prequel comic series which I've read and enjoyed, and there is just clearly more story to tell, even if it is a prequel, even if it is something following this group of serial killers before they become animatronics. I don't care. I want to see it, whatever it is. I would like to see more movies in this franchise. I'm even kind of surprised that no streaming services decided to pick it up. Seems like Willy's Wonderland's done really well on Hulu. It's always usually kind of drifting in and being a well-watched movie, it seems, getting lots of numbers. You'd think that Hulu would maybe want to capitalize on that, maybe buy the rights, make some straight-to-streaming sequels, because I'm pretty sure they'd probably do well. I would definitely tune in for them. But getting on this concept of the sequels themselves, besides a few whispers from, you know, the writers of the original, I think the director said something kind of semi-recently about it, we really haven't had any kind of actual official talk about what could be going on with a Willy's Wonderland sequel. And I think that's a damn shame, because this is a sequel that I really want to see. That first movie just gave off such an electric vibe. It kind of went places too that FNAF really never could go. As much as I really enjoy FNAF, that's definitely staying firmly in the PG-13 zone. But I think with the success of FNAF, that movie just being a huge hit, despite even premiering on Peacock the same night of release, it was extremely profitable, showed that there's a demand for horror movies like this. And I think that that could definitely potentially reignite studio desire for a Willy's Wonderland sequel. They might see that success of that first FNAF movie. I think that Willy's Wonderland definitely did well for itself when it came out. Maybe didn't make the splash they wanted to, but it's overall a cult horror movie, so you can't expect that. But with the success of FNAF, it kind of brings that concept more into the mainstream, and I think that it definitely turned a lot of people into Willy's Wonderland fans. But with the success of that first FNAF movie, bringing it more into the mainstream, I could totally see this reignited interest in Willy's Wonderland as a franchise. I really hope that comes true. I hope that is something. It's almost been a year since FNAF, so maybe it missed its window, but I still like to think that there's potential for it. They've already released that FNAF 2 is coming out in 2 years, so that kind of makes me think, you know, hey, why don't we get a Willy's Wonderland 2? Definitely would be way cheaper than a FNAF 2. I mean, even though FNAF was made under Blumhouse, definitely made for relatively cheap, probably more expensive than most Blumhouse movies, but still on the down low. But I think if you do a Willy's Wonderland 2, you could cast an unknown. You could get someone new, a fresh new main protagonist, or maybe bring back the girl from the first movie. She could probably hold a Willy's Wonderland movie perfectly fine on her shoulders. And like I said, I doubt they're going to get Nicolas Cage back, but it would be kind of cool to see him back, even if just for a cameo or something. But overall, I could see there being a demand for this type of movie. I hope they do it. It's just unfortunate that there really isn't any concrete news on it. It's been very far from being greenlit in any official capacity, and besides a few murmurs like I mentioned, there's just unfortunately nothing. So in terms of whatever happened to Willy's Wonderland 2, it's been 3 years. There hasn't been really any movement, but I think that there is a potential for interest to get reignited. So I guess we'll leave it there. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Would you like to see a Willy's Wonderland 2? I definitely would. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm GM Light. Have a good one.